guest is quite a story, and it's probably going to be pretty entertaining. Told me not to hype it up too much because he didn't want to disappoint anyone. I don't see how he's going to disappoint anyone, but
It's a great story.
It's a pretty good story that is still open-ended, so which I think. Let's go ahead and welcome user JFINE, lifetime member JFINE. Jay, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Adam? How you doing, man?
Good. Are you by yourself right now?
I am. Thankfully, I'm by myself.
And the reason I'm asking him this will make sense in a little bit.
Yes, once you guys hear the story, you'll know why we asked, are you by yourself?
Right.
JFINE, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, Mike. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Good.
So let's talk for a minute. Let's talk about, you've been trading for about 5 years full time, correct?
Off and on. Full time, I started back in like 2019, and then I had to go back. I had to get a part-time job after, I think it was earlier this year. I got a part-time job to help out with some financial issues I was having. I tried to go full time, yes, and then ran into some issues in my trading and had to take a break from the full time.
What were some of the issues that you? What were some of the issues that you ran into?
A lot of emotion, which is a sure way to absolutely kill your trading account. Trading with money that I couldn't really afford to lose, that's another big issue. And there were, like I said, there were a lot of expenses that kind of all piled on top of me at the same time. It would have been really hard for me to stay full-time and be able to trade completely emotionless, which should be the goal.
Got it. You sound nervous. Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah, man.
It's just us talking.
I've never done anything like this.
Ignore all 1,100 people. It's just us.
Yeah. It's just a number on a screen.
Right. So you joined True Trading Group in February of this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you already had years of experience as a trader, and yeah, granted, the emotional aspect of it and the consistency was lacking, but you were still somewhat making money and being able to get by, but yet you needed more. So maybe start with what originally attracted you to come in to True Trading Group versus continuing to go at it on your own.
When I started trading again in 2019, that was kind of round 2 of me attempting to trade full time. I had actually traded for the first time in 2014. I found stock trading. I had no idea what it was, but I kind of jumped in after getting some education from another group, learned some of the basics, and actually made a lot more money than I thought was possible, and honestly, a lot more money than I was ready to make. So you know how that story goes. I quickly gave it all back and then some. So I figured, okay, well, trading's not for me. But at the same time, me being a very stubborn person, I was always in the back of my head, trading was always locked in as this is something I want to do. This is something I want to pursue. But I didn't have the finances to do it. So I had to go back to the 9-to-5 grind. I did that until 2019. I had saved up enough money to where I felt like I could go back full time. At that point, I had tried a few different groups. I think I was just trying to find a home. I was trying to find somebody or something that could educate me.
I guess my question is, why? Is it because perhaps trading's a pretty lonely sport? There's strength in numbers?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. For me, like I said, I kind of got that foundational knowledge of trading. So I didn't necessarily need to learn the basics, but it was because in trading, there's so many different aspects to consider and variables that change the market, and you kind of have to keep everything straight. And so I would learn one thing and forget another thing. And so I felt like I just needed a group or someone, a mentor that could kind of help me keep it all straight and just get me back on a path of consistency.
So you sign up for a True Trading Group, you dive into it, and what happens?
Initially, well, to be honest, whenever I signed up, it was, I don't want to say it was a hit on my finances, but it wasn't an easy investment for me to make. About, I don't even know, a year earlier, not even, I had a serious injury because I was trading full time at at the time. I had my own insurance. My insurance wasn't as good as I thought it was. So the bills that came out of that whole situation, surgery and whatnot, absolutely crushed me. At the same time, my girlfriend and I were starting to get more serious. So we were looking at getting engaged and talking about marriage and all this stuff. And so there was a lot of financial weight coming down. So despite all that, I still wanted trading to be my go-to. So I was determined to find that family. And I had seen a couple of live streams of Mike, and I hadn't joined, but I had kind of learning in the background, taking little gold nuggets, as he likes to call them, which, man, they are gold nuggets, let me tell you. I started applying some of that to my trading, and I started to see that it was having a positive effect. And so I was like, maybe this whole TTG thing isn't necessarily too good to be true. Maybe it's just true, you know? And so
Did you think it was too good to be true?
I did, yeah, man, I did. Because you have to understand, after doing this for so many years and going from group to group to group to group to group, and some of the groups out there are just, they don't really care about you. It kind of becomes apparent after the fact, after you're already locked in and committed to try to learn from these people that say they want to help you. So yeah, he's saying all this stuff, and I'm like, this is probably just another situation. It's probably just another situation. I'm gonna throw money at another group, and you know, I'm gonna be in an even worse situation financially. But there was something different listening to Mike and seeing the comments that would come through the stream. And I think back then, a couple years ago, you guys had like a free thing that you did on one day of the week. I can't even remember.
Oh yeah, TTG Tuesdays.
Yes, TTG. So I actually came on one of those and just tried it out, and it felt different. The group just felt different. And then listening to Mike, and the energy was good. You could tell Mike knew what he was talking about, and it was just everything he said. In my head, I'm like, does Mike have like some inside information or something? Like, what is going on here? But it was like stream after stream, you would be calling these things, and sure enough, like this would happen. And so I don't know. I could tell that Mike knew what he was talking about, and I felt like in TTG, I was in good hands as far as taking my trading from inconsistent to consistency, which I've been trying to find for years of frustration and failing, you know, going on hot streaks and thinking I had it figured out, and then getting a little too overconfident, and then one bad trade turns into one bad day, turns into one bad week, turns into one bad month, and I know I've given back all the progress I thought I was making. And so I was just searching for that thing to break that cycle. And I found TTG, and you know, I talked about it with my girlfriend, and you know, I even told her, I said, look, like if I make this investment, because I went on the trial, I was like, you know what, the trial is like $3. I can pay $3 to just see if these guys are legit. So I did the trial, and I liked what I saw. I liked what I heard. I did the courses, the sample courses. I liked how Mike taught, his teaching style. It was easy to understand. It was easy to comprehend. Again, I had that basic knowledge, that basic foundational knowledge. So I already knew a lot of what he was saying, but I don't really know how to explain it. It helped me feel at home, I guess. And so I told her, you know, I'm thinking about signing up with this group, and I did. The first day, it was a good day. The second day was a good day. And I can't remember if I reached out to you, Adam, or if you reached out to me. I can't remember, but started talking about lifetime. And I told my girlfriend, you know, finances are going to be tight if I make this investment, but I feel like it's one worth making. You know, I've been searching for years trying to find a home where I feel like I'm in good hands. I can trust the guys that I'm working with, and the education is good. The variation in the mods is good, and how there's different trading styles. All the tools that you guys offer. There was several tools that I was looking at purchasing before I signed up for TTG, like the charting software and some other things. So it seemed like a no-brainer as far as the investment goes, even though it wasn't easy necessarily to pay that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things that I want to do is you had shared something with me earlier. Are you still by yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
For the next 30 minutes, I will be.
Okay. We'll make it quick. We'll make it quick. So you came to TTG seeking consistency and you found it, right? That's like the moral of the story.
Yes, sir.
Now, the cool thing that we haven't talked about yet is you briefly touched on having a girlfriend and wanting to get more serious with her. You know, I know that when you signed up for lifetime membership, it was either right before, or right after you had put the money aside, but the money that you made from being consistent after you joined True Trading Group helped to pay for your engagement ring that she does not know about yet, that you have not given to her yet. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, we were saving the best part for last.
We went shopping to nonchalantly look at rings, and she found one that she really loved, but she was kind of put off by the price of it. I just told her, don't worry about the price. I want you to find something that you really love.
No, let me pause you right there. How good of a feeling was that to be able to say that?
Incredible.
It isn't even about how big the ring is or the flashy car or whatever. To be able to look at somebody that you love that is about to become your family and to be able to be like, I don't want you to feel bad about the price. Whatever the price is for this item that you want, I'm going to make it happen, and know that you can. That is, I mean, that's next level.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so working with this jeweler, I went back and we actually found a bigger stone and an even
Yes.
an even nicer ring than she's expecting.
Oh,
so I keep joking with her that, you know, I'm still waiting for her ring to come in because they keep sending me stones that are too big. So I don't know what she's expecting. Probably not anything crazy, but that purchase was possible, yeah, because of the consistency that I found at TTG. My trading has completely turned around. I'm doing stuff I never did before. Like I said, I've been trading for years, and I've always kind of avoided options. They were scary to me. There was way more to consider, and I was just like, you know, options aren't for me. Well, I just continued listening to the different mods trading options, and slowly but surely it started to click. I went through the options course and it made sense, but I was still like, not for me. And then just as the SPY's been moving, my account's been doing okay. I was like, maybe I can risk a little bit to try out options. You know, it's a new thing, but I'm going to give it a go. And so I did. Actually, before I pulled the trigger on that, I went back and rewatched the options course just to get a refresher. And then I think it was the last day of August, I pulled the trigger on my first options trade and had a 4-figure win. And I was like, what just happened? And I was like, okay, please tell me this isn't the beginner's luck that I had back in 2014 when I first started trading. And I traded options the next day. It was SPY puts, and it turned into my biggest day of the year. And I made back my membership. I made multiples of my membership. And so, Adam, when you asked me to come on, like, one thing that I said yes, because I just wanted people to know that, yes, trading is not a get rich quick scheme. Like, I've been doing this for years, and it's taken me a lot of ups, but a lot of downs as well. And some of them felt crushing to the point where, you know, I wanted to quit so many times. Once you get to the point where you understand that it's not going to be a get rich quick scheme, it's a process, and through that process there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but you can learn from the downs and turn them into ups. And that's kind of what I did over and over and over and over. And again, sometimes it felt like I was never going to have that breakthrough to consistency. But if you just stick with it, if you just have an open mind to continue to learn, if you treat it like a business, the point of, I think, any business owner, their whole goal is to find better ways to run the business more efficiently. And so if something's not working in your trading, that doesn't mean give up. That means there's something we need to tweak. There's something we need to change. And it's just that constant process of tweaking and changing, and also putting yourself in a situation to where you're going to bleed when you do this. Unfortunately, there's a lot of trial and error involved. And so you're going to take hits, but make sure those hits you're taking don't just take you out of the game. So trade small and give yourself, the time you need to learn this skill, as Mike always talks about, because that's exactly what it is. It's a skill, and anyone can learn it. Like I was telling them not to hype me up, because I am the opposite of special. Like if I was anything special, it wouldn't have taken me 5 years to find consistency. But that's kind of been my journey, and it feels really good to be able to say that I found consistency. And for the last few months, I guess it's just been since I've joined. Really, it was the small gains. Jason kind of helped put that into perspective for me, the professor. He was just talking about just make $50 a day, just $50 a day. Like I'm over here swinging for the fences, and I'm like, you know what? He's right. $50 a day. Why am I putting all this stress on myself to hit these big wins? Like $50 a day. Do that consistently, and I did. And then $50 became $100, became $200, became $500, and now it's weird to think where I was at the beginning of the year when it felt I was struggling to make $100 a day. It's just crazy the process that can be made when you have the right mindset. And I think the best place to do that is TTG, like hands down. I've been all around the world when it comes to trading services, and there's nothing else like you guys. So I feel incredibly indebted, and that's why I wanted to come on here and just share that. Hopefully that helps somebody, encourages somebody that feels like giving up.
Yeah, no, man, look, you did the work, and I think that's a really strong message with that. And also want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, man. Jobs numbers came in a little bit soft today. Everyone kind of expects that. One of the greatest things that we have in here is the ability to have a little bit of that mental freedom of not having to sit on pins and needles and think, well, is my boss going to fire me? Am I going to be furloughed? Am I going to be laid off? Am I going to be cut back? I mean, as long as the stock market remains open, there's a lot of freedom in knowing that you can make money and not have it be dependent on other people.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Like the skill of trading it's daunting to think about trying to figure out, especially in the beginning. But if you think about the fact that it's a skill that is potentially setting you up for the rest of forever, because as Mike says all the time, the stock market's not going anywhere. Right. No matter what people say or try to fear monger you into thinking that the stock market's not going anywhere. So as long as the stock market is here, we've got a job. It's worth putting in that work to set yourself up to take care of your family, take care of your friends, take care of the people that you love and the people that you care about, because that's what it was always about for me. And then everything else, the freedom that comes with it, it's just there's endless perks that come with trading. If someone's out there and they're struggling, because I know there's a lot of traders that most traders struggle in the beginning, and it's easy to want to quit, but just understand that it's a process, it's a journey, and there's going to be a lot of you're going to fail. Like that's just the inevitability of it. You're going to fail, you're going to stumble, you're going to fall, and you just have to put yourself in the best position to be able to get back up and keep moving. If you're at TTG, you're in the right place. Like don't go anywhere. Like if you're not in TTG, I would recommend at least checking out the trial, because you're in good hands here.
Oh, that's awesome, brother. No, we appreciate you. So now the most important question: when are you proposing?
Man. So the goal, the idea, the plan is next month, and then.
Oh my God! You just got the ring today, though, right?
Yeah. Well, there was I had it custom made, so
this guy is
they actually showed it to me the other day, and it wasn't what I had envisioned, so I told him I sent it back and had him change it. So I literally just went and picked it up today, about an hour before the stream. Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm hoping at least she'll like it. I'm hoping she'll say yes.
Brother, I'm sure she's gonna love it. When okay, so you're gonna wait a month?
Yeah, well, okay, so it's kind of complicated, but I have family. My sister lives here, and her birthday's next month, and so family's gonna come into town for her birthday, and that's kind of when I'm.
So you're gonna steal your sister's birthday thunder?
Absolutely. Completely overshadow the birthday.
Oh,
Man, this
well,
is
dude,
awesome,
Jay-
dude.
Jay,
I'm glad we were able to play a minor part in it, and I really appreciate you coming on and sharing all this. And we're gonna let you go before she gets there. And
Yes.
whatever you do not let her watch this stream.
I will not. I'll have to come up with another excuse because she's used to me like staying up late and watching the live streams when I can't watch them live.
just watch yesterday's. Just
Yeah.
watch
You know what we'll do? I will literally when we get off the stream, I'll have Mike record like a 20-minute like fake live stream,
Yes.
and then we'll just put it right. It'll just we'll get that going. But
I appreciate you guys, man.
no worries, brother. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Congratulations, man. I just want to say a couple things. Congratulations in so many ways. Congratulations for sticking with it. You know, I know everybody has their ups, everybody has their downs. And one thing that you said that I think everybody really heard, and I saw some people that were commenting about it, was, you know, you've been doing this for many years and you had your ups, you have your downs. Every trader is going to have their ups and downs. No one just opens up their computer and decides I'm going to be a trader one day and just automatically just becomes a millionaire trader. There's a process to this. And if you keep at it, if you get educated, if you find the right group and you have access to the right tools, you know, it is possible. And I want to congratulate you for sticking with it, having the mental fortitude to stick with your dreams and making them a reality and working your ass off to make it a reality. And then congratulations on your soon to be engagement and on the rest of your life, man. And being a lifetime member.
Just wait to have kids.
We're going to be here for a long time.
Just wait to have kids. Enjoy being engaged. Trust me. I got 2 of them at home. They're lovely, but my son's also kind of an a-hole.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Awesome,
I appreciate you guys.
Congratulations, brother. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too, Mike.
Take care.
Also, I want to give a huge shout out. Hang on. I said it in chat earlier, and then I'll dip out and let you go with this. But here it is. Big shout out. Now, again, this is coincidental because we had a guest on Friday that was going to be proposing to his girlfriend. He had not proposed yet. Another TTG member did.
Yeah.
So let me share my screen. I want to give a huge shout out to TTG member James Mason. Brother, congratulations.
James.
He officially shut down his own lifetime membership. Like, as far as, you know, his life, it was his joke earlier, not mine.
Yeah, it's his joke.
But congratulations. And this is what family is about, man. This is what your trading group is about. You know, we could share, and, you know, like, we're doing a lot more than just calling out stock picks.
Yeah. Yes.
You know? Anyways, congrats, James. Enjoy it. You know, let me know if you need a good marriage counselor around year 7 or 8. I got you. I'm just joking. Sorry, Sarah. All right.